A couple of weeks ago for my birthday I was given the Lekato WS-80 guitar wireless system, and it's fantastic. I did a little video about that. Lekato saw the video and sent me an email saying, would you like to try something else? Yes please. And so they've sent me this, the Loop Auto. Now there are two models. This one is kind of the base model, if you will, but it packs a massive punch, loads of features and great sound quality. Let's have a look. So before I talk about it, I'm just going to demo it and play a few things and you can hear how good it is. So just a little bass line and then some chords and then a lead line. The bass line and the chords line recorded to the looper and the lead line without recording. You get a really handy display around the outside, all these bright LEDs that show you exactly what's going on. There's no complication with sort of seconds and frames and all of that stuff. It's just really nice and visual, shows you exactly what's happening. There's a number 1 showing at the moment. Now you have 3 memory locations, so you can store 3 loops, but get this, if you're at a gig and you think, oh, I wish I'd kept that loop, well, it's still there until you overwrite it, so that when you get home you can plug in the supplied USB cable, the mini USB to normal USB, and you can load your loops onto computer. So if you bring an idea home to the studio, you can keep working on it. Likewise, you can load stuff onto this before you go to your gig. What's not to like? What an amazing bit of kit. There's a little button that says 1 second sync or 3 seconds tune. Yep, there's a digital tuner built into this, which I'll just show you. So if we hold the switch down for 3 seconds, there you go. E. The blue light in the middle is correct. If there's red lights either side, it's either flat or sharp. So anyone who's used guitar pedals before, this will just be a walk in the park. But even if you haven't, it comes with a tiny little instruction manual. You may need your glasses for it though. The type is quite small, but it's very good. It tells you everything that the pedal does. The G is always sharp. And so on and so forth. Now, if I just come out of that, now you can come out of this by just pressing the button, and it just reveals what you had before. And a double click to stop. If you want to get rid of the loop, you just click and hold with the button. There we go. And then we're back to square one again, so you can record a new loop. Now if I go to the sync mode now, that's holding the button just for 1 second. This means that when you start playing, it will start recording, and then you press the button again to set it into loop mode. And there you go. Now, when I usually use a loop pedal, I don't tend to trigger it on beat 1. I tend to trigger it actually on the last 8th note of the bar, which is why I was a little bit lazy with that loop. But, you know, you just get to practice with it, and those bright LEDs, everything there just says create without any of that sort of nonsense. Now, this pedal, I've seen this on the internet for £30, but really sort of between £30 and £50. So for the price of a round of drinks for quite a few of you in the pub, you can have your looper and your tuner all in one box. Now, it doesn't run on batteries at all. That's most pedals have you can put a 9-volt battery in, but let's face it, nowadays power supplies are so good and so cheap, and usually if you've got a pedal board, there'll be a power supply built in. So it's a 9-volt standard positive on the outside, which is the same as Boss pedals and a lot of other guitar pedals. So it'll just slot straight into your pedal board with absolutely no aggro whatsoever. The Lekato Loop Auto, fabulous.